Chef say I gotta kill this.
So are you big into
Yeah,
real big?
yeah.
So are you big into
Currency fitness? So we got currency fitness in the. Hey, can I be real, man?
Hey, be real.
Can I be real? Like we done.
So for me, currency fitness represents.
I'm two player 8, pull up in that 96 Chevelle and sit on Dayton's candy paint like now and later. I'm two player 8, pull up in that 10, look like Darth Vader. Pop the trunk, speakers hit like Lauren Taylor. I'm two player 8.
Yeah, we ready.
boom? Man, welcome back to another episode of Can I Be Real, man. We take a break from the bullshit. I am your host, King Mozzie the Menace to Society. Don't ask me why, that's what life put inside me. I got my brother with me, you know what I'm saying? My assistant pimp, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Dion the motivator.
Yeah,
you know how we do it. Think big.
Think big.
Yeah.
Bro, we got some
Hey.
we got some
Yeah.
What you got on, man? What you got on, man?
Hey, so I'm at work, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So I have
okay.
to put on my work clothes, you know what I'm saying?
What's that right there?
This that real department, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
that
You know what I'm
splat
saying?
right
This for the people who keep it real with themselves, you
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Who like to get real fly, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But keep it real simple,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Real luxury.
Okay.
It's for the real, man.
Man, say, man.
Real
We
department.
got some. What's the link that they need?
Oh.
How can we
How can
purchase
you-
this?
www.cibrproductions.com.
Okay. Is it the bottom?
Yeah,
It's gonna be at the bottom
Yeah, it's
screen?
gonna be at the bottom. Yeah,
Yeah, I like that right there,
you know what I'm
man. I like
saying?
that right
That's
there.
at the bottom. Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we official.
Yeah.
We official without the whistle now, man. So we got the
Thanks.
real department clothing line is officially out. Hit the link, man. Check browse around and see what you may want to purchase a
Yes.
couple of items for yourself or a special individual, and things of that nature. So go and hit the link. Check us out. See what it's all about. And I know it's gonna make you shout. Man, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, man.
Hey, it's Easter, what?
Hey,
You
it's
don't preach,
Sunday,
what?
boy. I'm ready. Hey, man, it's
Hey.
Sunday. I'm ready to
Yeah,
preach now.
yeah.
Man, and we got a special guest in the congregation today. Man, introducing. Now,
Sunday.
you go on. You got the best introduction. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let my deacon handle that.
Welcome to 105 Point Real. And tonight's guest is, you ready?
I'm ready.
We have Currency Fitness.
Ooh.
Listen, hold on.
Okay.
Got a little too excited, a little too early. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But this is what we about to do. We about to take a ride. We about to go down through there, right?
Okay.
Now, we finna talk about the community activists.
The community activists.
You know what I'm saying? We finna talk a little bit about how to make a little money.
How to make some.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody
How to keep a little money.
You got to
You know what I'm
keep
saying?
it.
You know what
to
I'm
be
saying? You know
rich.
what I'm saying? To be rich. But the true currency
Is what?
is the fitness.
Boom. Come on. Now.
Currency fitness is in
Come
the
on
building.
now. In the building.
Miss Varonika Wilson.
I like that intro.
Yeah.
good?
We did all right.
That's all right.
I try to put my little spin on it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that right there. I like that right there.
Too.
Hey, I try to switch it up a little bit. Hey, I'm trying to get in movies. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to show my little versatility when I'm in front of the camera. So
You got it.
we trying to get right. Welcome to the show though.
No,
Welcome.
thank you.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
And I
Yeah,
like the
welcome to the
gifts too,
show.
you guys. Make sure y'all
Thank
check
you.
them out. It's fly.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, we got
And we
that.
got something for you
I'm-
too.
oh, I know. I'm gonna be ready. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be
We
ready.
got something for you.
Yeah,
We got something for you
on
for sure. For sure. Yes.
Speaking of, you got your own. Before we get, you got your own.
I do. I have my own brand. I have my own fitness brand.
Boom.
Yep.
You got something
It's
for the
called
men?
Currency Fitness. Nope, I don't have men stuff yet. Yeah.
Little
Sorry.
tank top. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah,
men
no
stuff.
men
Just
stuff.
all-
Yeah, it's all for the
all
ladies. It's
right,
all for the
yeah.
ladies.
Ladies,
Nah, for
ladies,
real.
y'all need-
Hey,
y'all
yeah.
need that.
Yes,
Y'all gonna get
yes,
that
for
right.
the ladies.
Currencyfitness.com.
Yes. Yes.
But
Yeah.
we got the amazing Varonika in the building, man.
Yes,
we appreciate
yes,
you for stopping
yes. We
by.
definitely
having a
appreciate
real
you.
conversation.
Let's clap it up for her.
Having a real conversation with her.
Yes.
But here we like to have real conversation, real people with real problems, real issues, real stories.
And Varonika is your real name.
That's my real name.
But do you mind if I call you?
don't mind at all.
Okay, because I like that name. You know what I'm saying? I call people by their Instagram names.
Right.
A lot.
My Currency Fitness name is pretty decent.
Nah, facts.
Yeah,
It's
no,
probably not
where-
for sure.
Where you
Because
get
I
currency
was,
fitness from?
So when I think about currency, I think about like the body.
Mm-hmm.
So the body is a current, like water, the wave. So for me, currency fitness represents like the full mind, body, and soul.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I got currency from. So it's bigger than just like the actual money form, but it's more body.
I like that.
Mind, body, and soul.
I like that. I like that. I heard a definition of currency like that, like the exchange of energy. Yeah. That's the
like
true
I'm a
currency.
whole vibe, so
I like that.
Whole vibe.
Yeah. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. For real.
So are you real big into fitness? What even got you into fitness?
So I'm 37 now, right? Okay, so about when I was in my 20s, I went to go visit Dr. Sebi, right? I went to go stay at his village. And
Out there in
Honduras.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
So I met this guy. His name was Charles Fields, and he kind of like taught me how to like read and like actually read and study things more. And like he would challenge me. Like I'm a Leo, so I have a very strong personality. But he would like challenge me to the core. Like if I said I wanted to buy something or if I wanted to do something, he was like, "Did you do your research on it?" And then we started talking about like body and healing. And I had what you call an autoimmune disorder.
Gotcha.
And so I was trying to figure out as I was going to like the doctors and stuff, nobody could cure me. They was like, they told me I was allergic to chicken and like had me doing all this. I'm like, man, I'm from the projects. Ain't no way I'm allergic to chicken.
I've been eating chicken all my life. Yeah.
Like y'all tripping. So when he was like, well, let's go visit Dr. Sebi because Dr. Sebi can cure anything. So I was like, cool, let's go. So we went to Honduras and it was the best experience I ever had in my life.
Yeah.
When I went there, he put us on like herbs and stuff. And while I was there, it was like people that had other elements. Like people had cancer, all different kind of lupus. It was all different kind of people that had diseases or diseases of the body. And I was like, y'all ain't taking y'all medicine? They was like, nah, we've been here on the village living off the land. He be giving us the herbs and taking like the baths and stuff. So when I came back to the United States, I was like, dang, I gotta change my life. So I made it a lifestyle. So I started going to the gym. I originally started off with just like cardio, like walking, and I got real skinny. I think I got down to like 130 pounds. And everybody was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, nothing. I just work out and I eat right. I became a vegetarian and everything. And so it just changed my whole life. It changed my whole perspective. No, I'm not vegetarian no more.
Yeah.
But even like my transition going back to meat, I battled with it. Because I was like, well, Dr. Sebi said you can't eat this and you can't eat that. And so I started realizing that with Currency Fitness is mind, body, and soul. So I started reading books like Bruce Lipton, The Study of Biology, and he teaches like about the placebo effect. I started doing like a lot of studying.
Like the placebo effect. Can you like?
So like with the placebo effect, they practice it a lot in China. They'll give you 2 pills, right? They'll give like 2 people, say both people have cancer. They'll give one person a pill with the cancer and say, hey, this will heal you. And then they'll actually do like a scientific study on them to show like it actually cured it. So I was the pill, but it's not even.
But it's a fake pill.
You sewing it in their mind. So basically, it's like the mindset. You're shifting their mindset to believe. And so it's biblical too, though, right? Because when you say "so a man thinketh, then so is he," so it all kind of just aligns. So like when I eat food, when I do eat chicken and turkey and stuff like that, I just make sure that my mindset is good and that I'm mentally in a right space. Now I don't mess with pork at all. Like I don't even do nothing with
Y'all
pork.
do no pork?
Yeah, no, we ain't messing with that swine.
I don't buy pork.
Nah, we ain't doing that swine.
I don't do nothing.
We ain't doing that swine.
So y'all eat no bacon, no pork?
We ain't doing that swine.
I don't put it in my house.
I don't do that either. I don't do no swine either. Yeah.
Okay, so how important is dieting to you? How deep are you into dieting?
For one, like how you work out too. So like in our lifestyle,
I dabble.
They tell you like,
hold on, you say y'all are like what?
Well,
y'all gonna leave?
Well, see, I know he be in the gym like.
You right.
I know
Y'all lifestyle.
We talk.
Y'all lifestyle. Y'all talk. My bad. Yeah. I do work out though.
You do work out.
When I'm at work, I be walking. Like I walk to the car and back to the desk. You know what I'm saying? I get my walk. I get my steps in. Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, I work out so much. I walked into the police station and I asked them, what's y'all gun policy?
Yeah.
They were like, sir, no guns. I said, well, that's a problem because I got 2 of them. You know what I'm saying? Back
to your story. Back to your story.
Back to you got to go.
Back to your story. Back to your story.
Those legs put up, sir. But yeah, so like in the fitness world, like we say 80-20, right?
Yeah.
But in my mind, I've reprogrammed my mindset to say like it's 100%.
Yeah.
Like you got to be 100% at anything that you do.
Yeah.
So whether it's diet, whether you're trying to do something with your finances, whether you're trying to do something with family, it just needs to be 100%.
Yes.
So like in this season, I just give it 100%. Like I'm 100% good with my diet. I'm 100% good with like working out and just making sure I'm consistent.
Yes.
Because it's like an art. You see a canvas that you want to see, and then you create it.
Yeah.
And every time you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, oh, okay, I got to work on this. I got to work on that. It's just like you drawing a picture.
All right. So what is your everyday fitness meal? Like what's your everyday diet?
So I eat 5 times a day.
Okay.
I wake up at 3:00 in the morning.
Hold on. What time?
3.
What time you go to bed?
I go to bed anywhere between
3 o'clock
8:30.
the previous day?
No, I go to
Shoot.
bed anywhere between 8:30 and 9.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
that ain't too bad.
I wake up at 3. I meditate and I do my prayers, like affirmations and stuff. I make me a kale, protein, goji berry smoothie. Like before I leave, I drink that. When I get back, I do a 5 eggs, turkey, and then that's it. And then I do turkey and quinoa in a salad for like my next 3 meals in rotation.
Okay.
So that's it.
I wake up, I eat 2 glazed donuts, apple juice. Lunchtime, I do me a nice Chipotle bowl. Then after that,
2 glazed donuts for real?
no, for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, listen, bro, eat like
He
Yeah,
like he 350.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
That's
French
good.
fries,
Hey, listen.
donuts.
If you try and put that weight on, it's really only one thing you really just need to be eating
What's that?
to put that weight on you.
It's good.
You know what I'm saying? So if you
What is it?
What is
listen,
it?
What is it? The world want to know.
What is
so
it that you
I'm explaining this to you. I'm explaining this to you in
It's
the
a
best way.
disclaimer, y'all. It's
Yeah,
a disclaimer.
yeah.
I'm explaining this to you the best way possible. These doctors that fool y'all into thinking that you gotta eat like a rabbit to put that size on.
Yeah.
Not true at all. Not true at all. If you single, then you don't have a little problem in this area. But if you in a relationship,
Yeah.
do what you gotta do with your woman 3 times a week to put that size on.
Little Pinocho.
That's gonna
Yeah.
that's gonna
Okay.
that's gonna
Disclaimer.
that's
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
fill you up. And then when you work on your legs and your back, she gonna be drawn to you. So that's gonna get you
That's
right.
gonna get you right.
Where he at? Lilo. Nah, come here.
Lowe's, chill.
Oh, okay.
Come here. Lilo's. You wanna come sit with me?
Come on, let's go to the stop. You wanna go to the stop?
Huh?
Never mind, it's around me.
Hey man, can I be real? We fathers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
nah,
got-
for
We
real.
got
Yeah,
kids.
come
You
with
know,
the
our
territory.
kids,
Nah, for
our
real.
kids
That's
be with us,
real.
man. So
The fact that y'all even have y'all kid here with you is
Oh,
Yeah.
for
Nah,
sure, for
facts,
sure.
facts,
Shout
facts.
out to our director.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out to-
Shout out to
yeah.
the director.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah,
to
yeah.
Lowe's. Shout out to
Listen,
Lowe's.
Get it done.
we got to get it done
Gotta
one
get
way
it
or the
done.
other, you know. And that's the thing about this show.
Yeah.
Like that, we tell people like we call it "Can I Be Real" for
Yeah.
a reason. Like we want real life situations, and you know everything's not perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the thing about it. Like even through adversities, we still try to do things like the right way and work hard at it.
Yeah.
Because if we say nah, we can't do this because we got a baby in here, it's like then
real.
that ain't real. You know what I'm
It's not.
saying? It's
It's
like
not.
it's like yes, we got a baby in the audience. Like he's here every week. You know what I'm saying? Because he's part of the show. Like that's our little
Yeah.
man.
That's-
You know
that's
what
our
I'm
little
saying?
mascot.
That's our mascot. He's
That's little Saint. That's little Saint from you guys sir. Little
Yeah.
Saint.
Right.
But even with that, it's like, man, a lot of people, what I've learned, people will find excuses
Yes.
for a reason
Yes.
not to do
Absolutely.
something.
Yes.
They're gonna find, and it's gonna
Yes.
be many excuses. It's gonna
Absolutely.
always be a reason why you can't do something. But
Yeah.
Absolutely.
people hang on to those reasons
Facts.
and they use it as
Facts.
a crutch. Like, okay, well, I can't do it because I ain't got this set up,
Yeah.
or I got this going on. I got my kid. And it's like it's
Yes.
excuses. We always gonna have them, bro.
Yeah.
I heard this saying. They said that birds fly over the trees, but you can prevent them. No, you can't stop birds from flying over, but you can prevent them from making a nest. Meaning, that thoughts are gonna come, excuses gonna come, all this gonna come, but you can prevent them from building a nest. You can prevent the what's the word I'm looking for? From it settling, right? So you always have a choice like, cool, I do got this going. I do got my kid with me, but I can still get this done despite of.
Despite of.
You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
that's
But,
real.
man,
That's
why
real.
we cannot be real.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Like, you got to be able to adjust yourself.
Yes.
So, like, I know for me, like, I started to realize that I had to switch my space of people that I was sharing my space with. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, you put yourself around people that's yes people all the time. Then when you are doing something that doesn't align up with your lifestyle or where you're going, it's like they'll be like, oh, all right, you good, sis, you good. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I need somebody to make sure they help hold me accountable. So I had to kind of like push myself away from the world. And that's what, when going to go visit Dr. Sabi, like, I literally, my family thought I was crazy because, you know, I came from a Christian background.
Gotcha.
So, like, my family is real, like, religious and stuff. So going over to another country, they was like, that's not, you don't do that. You don't just go over to another country. And I had to go into and learn how to go into like a state of meditation and learn how to go into a state of silence and solitude to reposition myself. Like, you have to reprogram yourself. And I was just like, man, it's crazy. And I'm like, I'm from the projects. Like, I don't know about nobody that's doing this type of stuff where I come from. Like, my mama died in prison. Like, this ain't real to me. You know what I'm saying? So,
but what you mean she died in prison?
My mom died when I was 8 years old. She passed away in prison.
In prison?
Sorry to hear that.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
No, you know what? It's not a sorrow. And the reason why it's not a sorrow is because that was her purpose. Like, she lived out her journey.
Yes.
So, like, when you were saying community activists, I'm now going back into the prison doing prison ministry. And so, like, going into the prison is like, dang, this is where my T. Jones was, because I didn't go see her when she was in jail. I just wrote her. So I never visited a prison before. So when I started working with urban specialists and they allowed me to go into the prison, I was like, wow.
That's what it's like.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, this is what she had to experience, like being able to go into those places. So, but you know, like, everything works together. So, like you were saying, just being in a space of realness. Like, when I came in, I'm paying attention to y'all and how y'all interacting with each other. And I'm like, I give you guys gratitude and homage because y'all are so patient. And it's like a natural patience that you guys have for one another. And you don't really see that a lot in these type of spaces. So that's why I had to let y'all know, like, I see that.
Nah,
and
I appreciate
acknowledge
it.
that because that's major to me.
Thank you.
So I pay attention to the
Yeah,
little
nah,
things.
that's
Like,
a
that's
little
big
thing.
to me.
Yeah,
Like, I
it's a
can come
small
rock with
thing.
y'all and be like,
Yeah.
Georgia, where the homies at? Let's go.
Yeah. We
That's
rocking.
great energy
Yes,
and that's
yes,
great vibe. It
yeah.
ain't no, like, y'all don't got nothing against nothing. It's like, hey, whatever, we just gonna make it work.
Because, you know, we all about, like, really trying to build something. And we understand that we can't do it by ourselves. You know what I mean? And we all have to do it together. But, like, in areas where I'm weak, my bro strong. In areas where he weak, bro strong. You know, and it's a team of us, so we able to pick each other up. You know, I know you was talking about your mom passing at 8, right? And we talking about picking people up. That's, you know, like, who was there for you during that time when your mom passed to help pick you up and guide you through that?
So my grandparents raised me. My dad was a part of my life, but he's more so was like in the streets because he was a hustler. So, and he came up in the Jamaican era. You might not really remember that because you kind of younger than us. But like back in the days, like the Jamaicans took over like Dallas, Oak Cliff. And so my dad and like his group of friends came up in that era. So he was like one of those angry parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as I'm giving you whatever you want, like, you need to do.
You got to do what I say.
You got to do what I say. Do. And I'm like, so he wasn't like, if I get all A's, I'm like, oh, I got all A's. And he like, so?
You supposed to do that.
You supposed to do that. He ain't no affirming, like, good job, baby, you know, proud of you. He ain't none of that. He ain't softening me like a girl, you know? So that was rough. But I went to Townview and I met this lady. Her name was Keisha Langford. She kind of just took me up under her wing and she was like my safe haven. I consider her like my mentor, you know, to this day. And like, she was amazing. Like, she poured into me because I was angry. Like, I even took on the spirit of being a bully at a time in my life because it was like, coming from the poverty space of my mom and drugs and all of that stuff, and then like trying to fend for myself in those little spaces. So it's like I'm angry, and then I'm big, I'm tall, shit. I'm 5'2", I'm the tallest kid in every class. So it's
somebody
like,
gonna try you.
I'm tall girl.
Somebody gonna try you.
So but it really was like I'm really softening inside, but I ain't really know how to mask it. So when I got in high school and I got with Dr. Langford, and she just like poured into me, and I even kind of like feuded with her, like with my mentor, but she was just like, I'm not giving up, I'm gonna keep my foot on your neck. And so that's how I just started to evolve, and I started God started putting like really amazing humans in my life, and they was like, sis, that ain't for you, you gotta go this way.
So how with your dad being on that side, how did you not go into that lifestyle? Or have you ever been into that lifestyle?
Yeah, my first boyfriend was a big time hustler. Like, we were locked in. We had tobacco stores in the neighborhood and everything. But I started realizing, because I went to college. So I went to Northwood University, which was a predominantly white school. And I was just like, and then that's when I read Think and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill. And I was just like, man, you mean to tell me that all I gotta do is think about this? Like, and so it was crazy, because I'm like, it was me. We probably had like 5 black kids in the college at the time. And I was like, man, I gotta do something different. My teacher, his name was Ronald Sakaric. He gave me this big old book, and it had like occupations in it. And I'm like, some of the damn I couldn't even read. I couldn't even read what they meant. So I was like, man, let me just go to business. So I started flipping through it, and I seen something that said business analyst, and then it was like a 6-figure number on the side. I said, that's what I want to do when I grow up. I knew the business. So I was like, that's me right there.
Money with it.
And put that dollar sign on it.
And then my dad. So as my dad started to like transition from the streets to he got him a business, he got him a house. He started trying, but he still was picking them same women that wasn't trying to do nothing. So
got that residue on him.
Dang, I'm trying to figure this out myself. But so I went to college, became a business analyst. I taught myself, and then from that point on, I just said, man, people got to know this, So me going to another country to actually like figure out, and I realized like everything is from within, but you got to be able to control this first. And if you can't control this, like you can be doing amazing in life, but then you will still, so like if you don't get your mindset right. And I was like, well, damn, I'm doing good, but you always kind of want to go back and be like, come on, like, can I go here? Can I go to this club, or can I go do this? And it's like, nah, because once you've elevated, some things just you just don't rock in those spaces.
How hard was that though to pull away? Especially when it comes to lifestyle, like you done built a lifestyle around a certain way.
Y'all know how God say, like, when the penalty of sin is death, right? And just even if you sin externally, it's a sin. But even if you sin internally, it's still a sin. Man, when I tell you I was first 48 people in my mind, like that's when I really started working out. Because I was walking at the park, and I would go in that park, and I would literally be saying, the devil can't get me. That's what I'm saying as I'm doing all these miles around this track. I'm talking to the devil, telling them like, you cannot get me. I know my path is bigger than what I can feel right now, but when I overcome this, it's gonna be better. And that's literally what I had to do. Like I had to fight demons within myself. And I was like, and I had to shut everybody down. I was like, if you rock with me, family and all, then that means when I do come back around, you will still rock with me, and you will understand. Because you know how like when you come into some consciousness, you want everybody to know, so you excited. But people be like, you crazy. Like,
I think you on another level.
I'm black sheep. Got eyeball in the group.
Now I'm fighting people. So now I'm fighting people. Energy, and it's bad energy, and now I feel drained, and I'm like, oh my God. So I had to go away so I can get balance. Like you have to have balance. So that's what I think about when I think about Christ. So for me, Christ is risen. Like, they say he walked up Calvary, right? He was on a cross. So like when you think about the earth, you think about the equator. You know how it's north, south, east, and west. So like as humans, we have to be balanced in our Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like as we going through journeying through life and going through whatever, like you gotta make sure you're balanced in your vein of what the blueprint is that was strategically created for you. So
I know earlier you talked about going down there, going to Honduras with Dr. Sabi. And you talked about meditation. Well, you talked about, say you wake up and meditate. Before you went to visit Dr. Sabi, did you already start meditating?
I didn't know nothing about that.
Got you.
And I did a study on my son. So like he's the first little kid that got put out of a daycare. Like I went to the daycare. He's outside the daycare. He not like in the corner. He like outside. I'm like, bro, you got put out of 3 daycares, bro. Like this woman was like, I've been doing this for 20 years. I ain't never met a kid that can control the whole room. So like, I'm like, what you mean? He's only 3.
Yeah.
She was like, if he say stand up, all the kids stand up. If he say run around, all the kids. I was like, how is this little human so powerful? So I started practicing the power of affirmations, right? And so I was like, I was working, and I'm a single mom at this time. I'm working, and I'm trying to work 2 jobs. I'm doing like stuff to just make sure that me and my kids are straight. So I started doing affirmations every night in his room, and I did that consecutively for 30 days. And like the next month, the teacher was like, can we have a one-on-one? I was like, absolutely. She was like, I don't know what you're doing, but it's working. And I was like, it is? She was like, he done calmed down so much. He's so calm. She was like, he's listening and paying attention. And I was just like, man, it's powerful. Y'all know we came up in the era that says sticks and stones may break my bones, but that's
words,
a lie.
Yeah, nah, for real,
like,
the words hurt.
Powerful. It'll go into your subconscious mind, and it'll turn into something negative or positive. So like, when I seen baby boy, I'm like, you a genius. Like I'm speaking that in his life. You know what I'm saying? I said, hey baby genius, like what's up? You know, like I'm gonna always do that. I'm never gonna tell a kid or parents that their kids are bad and things like that. Cause I was like, I remember what I had to overcome to build up my confidence. You know, people be like, man, I used to be terrible. My daddy called me baby Huey. Like my dad was terrible. And we had to, I had to go back and talk to him about that. You know what I'm saying? Like we had to go back and be like, he said, baby, I never thought about it. But I'm like, yeah, because you didn't even know how to use your own mind. You didn't even know that your words was powerful. So I had to like reteach my whole entire family. Like, nah, we ain't talking to each other like that. Like,
So
I ain't coming
how's he
around.
towards you now?
He's actually getting a lot better. I think at first he had to realize like he had to sit with himself. You know what I'm saying? Like in order to even be able to sit in a space like this, you got to be real with you first, because you are the first person that you address, right? And if you ain't willing
that's
to
a
be,
bar.
if you ain't willing to
that's a
be
bar.
real with you, then we ain't got nothing to talk about. That's in relationships, that's in friendships, because that's the first thing that an addict has to admit. I got a problem. Something wrong with me. And if you ain't admitting that, we can't talk. Because at that point, everything I say is gonna go over your head, and you're gonna feel like I'm judging you. But I'm really not. I really want to take your hand like this. My fault.
And
And be like, come on, how can we get through this together? You know what I'm saying? But so he's still growing through his, you know, what he done to people. He's still having to work through it. But he like, damn, he realizing it. Like, dang, babe, how did you do that? How did you? Man, I had to sit by myself in me and be like, V, what's wrong? What's going on?
I think that's the hardest part though, is to look at yourself in the mirror. And I talked about this once before. I don't know if you're like mirror gazing. They talk about people staring at themselves and having those emotional experiences. And it's like, I've tried that once. And the first time I really did it, I like literally broke down crying, because it's like so emotional that you never like deal with yourself until, like you said, until you really have to deal with yourself. It's kind of like that question of, how do you know what you don't know?
How do you know what you don't know?
You don't know it. You don't know it until you not know, until you like face with that. So it's like when you face with that reality and you can just stand up and be real and be like, all right, this is what I did. This is who I am. But this is where I want to. This is who I want to be. I think that's the thing.
This is who I will be.
This is who I will be. Yes.
Like this, is who I am. This is who I'm gonna be. And I'm cool with every version of me to get to where I'm going. I'm cool with all of them. So whichever phase of life you met me in, you know, it is what it is.
Do people try to hold you to your past?
Nah, because I never really was a bad person or nothing like that. I've always had a good heart. Like I've always been very giving and kind. Of course, like, I went through messy stuff, like when I was, you know, younger, like a messy girl stuff, talking about this person and that person. More so for me, it was respecting myself. So me learning how to respect me as a woman, like I never really had that. Because, you know, my mama was a prostitute, she was on drugs, and I pretty much did what I wanted to do. So like moving with my grandparents, and then like them trying to put me into a box of structure, I'm like, man, I know how to catch the bus all over Dallas. Like, I can't go past the stop sign. You got to be crazy. Like, I used to go do everything on my own. So like trying to balance that out and figure like I'm a big human. When I ran away, I went to Lee Tide. my senior year in high school, they was trying to ship me off to California and all that stuff. But when I went to Lee Tide, I was like, dang, this like a real miniature prison for real.
How old were you when you went there?
I was like 17.
Gotcha.
I was 17 and a senior in high school, and that's when I got accepted to Rice. And I was like, dang, but I was dating hustlers. So my thought process was still kind of like, I didn't really know which way I wanted to go. But I knew that when I went to that Lee Top place, I never wanted to go back there because they tell you when to go to the bathroom. They tell you when to do everything. I said, this is terrible. Like, I don't even want to never know what real prison is like. So from there, I just said, I know how to make money. I always had a business mind. So I was like, I'll just go make me some money and just not never have to depend on my parents for nothing. And I never did. Like, I bought my house when I was 18.
Oh, that's what's up.
I bought my house. I became a homeowner. Like, I own everything now. Everything I have, I own it.
That's what's up.
So I just kind of, I took my hustle mentality and then like converted it over to business.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, and this women's Women's History Month. You know what I'm saying? So hey, that's to be applauded for real. Like for real, for real.
I tell people
like for real.
But you gotta be able to change your mindset.
Yes.
And you know, God was putting like people in my life strategically that was kind of like giving me nuggets and helping me along the way. So,
but I think finding the right people, the right circle anyway. It can be hard because a lot of people, it's a lot of yes men that's around.
Absolutely.
And it's like some people, they don't want to lose their spot, so they're not going to tell you like, hey man, you really tripping. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that because they don't want to lose their position or whatever they feel like they gaining in that situation. So I think it's hard for a lot of people to get away from, because the people around you can affect your growth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for sure. So how do you find the right people?
So for me, I just kind of let things happen naturally. You know what I'm saying? At first I used to kind of be like, oh, I like this group of girls or I like that group of girls, but I don't deal with no mean girls. Like, I pay attention to like their social media. I pay attention to their energy. I pay attention to how they treat one another, how they deal with their parents, how they deal with their kids. Like, all that stuff matters to me because I'm like, if you really are a part of my village, I need to know that if something was to ever happen to me, like, you got me for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, when somebody died or when somebody passed, I went through a phase in life where I had a Baba. So a Baba is equivalent to like an African priest, right?
Gotcha.
And so my Baba kind of gave me like real culture stuff. So, you know, like when I go somewhere, I take something to be like, hey, you know, whether it's water, wine, whatever, like I pay attention to all that kind of stuff. Like, if I'm around y'all or something, even with JoJo, I'll just buy it. And he'd be like, how you know I was paying attention to you? So, like, I like dealing with those kind of people because I'm naturally a giver. Like, I'm going to pull my card out to buy something first before anybody else do. Or I'm going to pay for it and be like, I'll see y'all later. And they'll be like, damn, the ticket paid for. Yeah, it's paid for. You know, your friend took care of it. Because I understand that it's you sowing into soil. So, if people around me and they ain't coming like that, and you just naturally fall off. In my studies, I even learned not to have expectations because I'm going to show up 1,000,000%. And so with me showing up 1,000,000%, you're going to either show up 1,000,000% on your own or you're going to be like, I can't deal with it. It's too much. It's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't have to say, I'm not rocking with you no more. You're going to say,
you're going to say
it. You're going to feel uncomfortable when you're in my
Because when I'm talking about meditation and you like, here they go again. It's like,
you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Even my friends like, especially like now, because I'm getting ready for a show. I don't know if I told you, but I'm getting ready for a wellness show in August. So I got like 16 weeks or something. I think it's like 16 weeks. So like it's structure. You got to have structure to the day. You got to eat every day at the same time. Like drinking is good for me, so because I start my detox tomorrow. So like, you know, just it's a lot. And if you don't support that in that space, then you would be like, man, I ain't calling B because she ain't gonna come. She like ain't no outside. Like my outside is different from you. If I'm outside, I'm serving the community. If I'm outside, I'm in prison. If I'm outside, I'm doing something with my son or my daughter. Like, you know, going out of town or something. I'm not outside unless it's conducive to to what I got going on.
Nah, that's real.
So you getting ready to compete?
Yeah, I'm competing.
Oh man, I might have to.
This your first show?
This is my very first time.
Oh man, listen. Yeah. You gotta let us be part of that. You gotta let us. So yeah, we definitely want to support you on that. Yeah.
I'm excited.
So what got you to the point where you like I'm ready to try?
Because I've helped so many people get to the stage and win. So like the creators showed me like what I'm aware. and my place and everything. So I'm just like, okay, it's time. Because it's been times when I said I thought it was time, but I had to get other things in alignment first. You know what I'm saying? Before it was me. Because when you're going through prep, you got to be selfish.
No,
so I had
sure.
to get my daughter off to college. I have a daughter in college too. And so it was like, okay, it's time now. So she's good. She's self-sufficient. My son is good. He has JoJo. You know, he have men like you guys in his life. So I can be like, JoJo, I got to go do this work and I can see you. And he be like, bring him on, you know, because he's a great kid. So I'm excited.
Hey, we definitely want to support you for sure.
I'm super excited
we definitely
about
want to
this
support you
path.
for sure.
Dope.
You know, I'm
We ain't gonna. Pretty much what we saying.
You know.
So when it comes to dating, would your partner have to be fit?
Definitely, he has to be health conscious.
How fit? Like
He
dead
don't gotta be like
bod,
buff,
but healthy.
Fit. Nah, he just gotta be health conscious.
Yeah, health
like
conscious.
I actually dated a guy. He was heavy set, and I was like, I loved him as a human in such a way that I was like, I'm willing to go through the journey with him. But he wasn't willing to put the work in. And so when I realized that he wasn't willing to put the work in, I just had to gradually detach myself from him.
Yeah.
It was a challenge, but like I had told my dad, I seen my grandfather get all the way down in his body. And my grandmother had to like literally take care of him, like change his diaper. You know what I'm saying? So like when we say I do and we be putting ourselves in these spaces with these other people, like you got to ask those kind of questions. Like if I start shitting on myself, are you going to change me?
My diaper.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I have to get on a catheter, you going to clean. Like that's real stuff that people don't really want to talk about in our code, you know, in our generation. But it's like you eating like this, you not working out. JoJo just said his partner had a heart attack. Like, are you doing cardiac activities to make sure that your heart rate is good? Like you're not. So that's how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? So you don't gotta necessarily be like fit and all in shape, but you gotta be health conscious. You gotta be mind. It's a trinity. It's mind, body, and soul for me. So
I like that.
So if he worked at the bus at the bus barn, and he don't work out, he don't go to the gym, he can't.
We ain't got none. Cause we ain't gonna have nothing in common. Like I have a structured lifestyle. Like I get up at 3. I'm at the gym. I go take care of my son. I'm working. Like I'm doing. I don't.
So he got to get up at 3?
Who? Heck no. He don't got to get up as early as I do, but he got to understand my lifestyle and he got to fit in that lifestyle. Like if he don't fit, I'm willing to compromise in a lot of areas if we can make it work. If you can say, hey babe, I'll get the kid, you go work out in the evening time so we can work out together. I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with changing my my workout time, but it has to work.
It got to make sense.
And it has to align. It has to make sense.
That makes sense.
Cause you know how like when you start dating somebody, you get the changing.
You get comfortable in your ways.
No,
you get
I ain't
comfortable in
doing
your ways.
Yeah, no, that's real.
And then you be like, dang, I had this goal set for myself and
But
I never
put it down.
achieved it.
Yeah,
But and then look, y'all don't even be together.
Yep.
Y'all be together for a year or two and then they gone on their way and you gone on yours and now you having to reset yourself again.
No, that's real.
It gotta align.
It's too much of that.
It's too much.
That's
Like,
real. That's real.
Man,
Especially when you work yourself up to a
certain
certain place mentally though, and that's what a lot of people I don't think they understand. Like when you enter into these relationships, whether it's relationship, friendship, courtship, whatever type of ship it is, if y'all don't align mentally, like it can really take you to a place like where you in a dark space because it can take you. Someone can literally spend a week with you and kill your mood. That it took you 6 months to get there. Of meditating, like you said, sitting by yourself, doing those things daily. When you meet those type people though, and I know you say like a lot of times, they eventually move on their own though.
Leeches.
Yeah, but when they leeching on and they still here and they
bottom
still
of the earth.
Yeah, how do you get rid of them then though?
I just kind of like.
He said parasites.
I stopped answering my phone. Like my text message, my tone of text message change. Don't make yourself readily available for them. You know what I'm saying? Because it just like you got two people, you got a giver and a taker, and then once you identify which one that person is, you got to be like, okay, I can't even give you all my time anyway, because that's all you doing is taking. And I tell people that giving and taking is bigger than just money, right? It's currency because I am the energy source. So if you plugging into me, you gon' win on every cylinder of your life. If I'm not adding value to your life, leave me alone. You don't need to
Yes.
be in my space. I'm only gonna add value to you. And so once you realize the person that it is, you got to be like, man, I can only give this person a little bit of my time. I only come around, certain times. And they'll say, dang, we're, man, just productive. I don't never say I'm busy because you can always make time for whatever. So I just be like, man, I'm just so productive. Like, I be every second accounted for, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, for
and
sure.
that's it.
I mean, I be having to do that, man. I always,
Like, I'm
You
productive.
working.
I always
Like,
tell people, hey, man, charge to my head, not my
yeah,
heart.
Nah,
charge
for
to
real,
my head,
that's
not my
real.
heart, man.
Charge to
I'm
my
telling you,
head,
I
not
say
my
that
heart.
in a minute.
But I rather have busy friends than friends that's not busy, because if I'm busy and you not busy, that means you just waiting around on me, and it's
waiting
like,
around
nah,
us.
we not doing that.
Yeah, I
Like,
ain't got
nah,
nothing
nah,
going
you ain't got
on.
nothing going
I
on.
be-
Nah, we not doing that. We
Yeah,
not doing that.
You know, I had did Eric Thomas 365. So he did it, I think, what's this March? This is going to be April, March. So he did it in February. So every day in February, he did like a 6:00 morning call where you get on a call and he do like a prayer and just a conversation and talk. And I was just like, man, this is a game changer. And just like some of the stuff that he was teaching. And I was talking to one of my friends and I was like, man, I never thought about owning a skyscraper. You know what I'm saying? I was like, a skyscraper? Like, out of all the things in the world. And my friend was like, how did you even think about that? I was like, I was listening to Eric Thomas talk about, like a skyscraper and, just land and all of that stuff. And I'm like, imagine growing up in those type of rooms or having those type of conversations. So when me and my kids were out, we drove to Round Rock and I was telling them, about like the things that are manifesting for them. And my daughter was like, man, Mom, my conversations are different now with my peers. And she was just like, you put me into a position in my mindset to be able to see higher and greater thoughts. And I was just like, I apologize if I'm taking you too fast. I told her if I'm ever taking you too fast and there's something along this process that you don't understand, let me know and I can help you to be able to understand it better. Because whatever you see in your mind, like I have journals where I've wrote, and everything that I wrote down, it manifested itself. So like from all the way down from the dollar amount of the monies that I was making when I'm in corporate America or if I'm taking a vice president position. And I ain't even tell you, I couldn't even read till I was in the 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So it was like, and then I still struggle. And I do presentations now, and I have to prep just to get ready sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
me too.
Me going through this phase with my son of phonics,
can I be
like,
real?
dang, I can pronounce it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a major thing. And so I be telling people, like, you got to keep making yourself, you got to keep challenging yourself to greater heights and greater avenues of life. So.
No, that's fact, boy. They're reading, boy. It's still tough.
It's major, and even
if
you don't read a book, like they have audiobles now too. So like that stuff, man, and just keep reminding it back, so until you get it into your mindset.
Because it's something about that what they call auto suggestion. When you listen to the same things, over and over and over, and that when you say Eric Thomas, I used to go to sleep every night listening to Eric Thomas, and his words would just play so much in my mind. So when I have conversation with people, they'll be like, where you getting this from?
Yeah.
And they not knowing. I know it's coming from.
It's coming from ET.
But I rather have that kind of stuff planted in my mind. Because like I tell my kids, and I tell my daughter all the time, she like, I listen to rap music, but I'm telling her, like, when you going to sleep or when you doing like mindless work, like put on something that's motivational, because subliminally it's going into your mind and it's going to come out one way or the other. And when you walking around the house and you just a sexy red line pop up in your head, it's like, nah, you want a motivational quote to pop up in your head. But if you're not putting that in, then what they say, garbage in, garbage out. So
I've been reading a lot more too lately, but it's part of that journey I'm getting ready. I was telling you about. I'm doing this 100-day project, so where it's every day. You do, it's 6 steps. You do something physical, something to improve your mental, make one new network each week, do something for a clean diet. It's 2 more. Produce something every day. And it's one more I'm missing. I'm missing one. Physical, mental, spiritual. Network, produce something every day. Your diet. It's one more. I'll figure it out later. It's a 100-day thing, and it's like all the successful people have done this project, but it's supposed to improve your discipline to make sure that it keeps you disciplined. Because you're not gonna feel like it every day. For 100 days straight, you gotta do this every single day, and you're not gonna feel like it. So it's building up that discipline and that confidence in yourself. So I feel like that's something else that a lot of people really need, bro,
Yes.
to push them to that next level. Because I feel like you do need that motivation, but you got to be impacted too by something.
Yes.
Because you're not gonna always feel motivated
No,
every
you're
day.
not.
You're not gonna wake up and be like,
I'm ready.
"Ooh, today's the
Yeah.
day, boy." You gonna have them days where it's
Yeah.
like,
Man,
I don't even feel like it.
What's day?
What's going on?
it's only day 5. I got 95 more days left. So it's
a
like,
fact.
what can you use? And this question for both of y'all, what do y'all use to when you are at them days to where it's like, hey, I'm not trying to get up at 3 in the morning. I went to bed a little late today. I don't want to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning today. And I'm sorry, I really don't feel like hitting the gym. I be having them moments where I don't want to go to the gym. I drag in there, but I don't be wanting to go.
I had posted this on my my Instagram the other day, because I was in a sauna the other day, and this girl, she just started discipling, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. So I was challenging people to always just be their best self. One time I was in a line at McDonald's. This was back when I used to eat McDonald's, right?
Best dodge you can
Yeah,
get.
I had
by
to
the way.
make
He
sure I
said
put that
best
disclaimer
dodge
out there.
you
Best
can
dodge.
So I was in line, and so I'm in line. The lady was like, "Hi, how you doing? Welcome to McDonald's. How can I take your order?" And I was like, "Hey, beautiful, how you doing today?"
Hold on. What McDonald's you was at? What they did all that?
It had to been in DeSoto.
Oh no, because they just tell me, go ahead with your order. Yeah, go ahead.
So I was like, so by the time I get up to the window, the girl was crying, right? So I was like, damn, what did I do? So she was like, nobody. She was like, it's so many people that come through my line. They never ask me how I'm doing. You just came through my line and you made me feel so special. And I was like, do you mind if I park? Can I come in and talk to you? So I parked the car, went in and talked to her, gave her my number. I ended up becoming her mentor and actually helping her get a better job. And so it was just like, wow.
That's dope.
And so I start realizing, like, it's my duty to make sure that I'm always in my higher self. You know what I'm saying? Like, so as me being in my higher self, I had to realize, like, I got to show up. So when I don't want to, that's when I'm like, okay, I know it's going to be something before me that's going to make me be like, dang, I'm glad I did, you know? And that's normally what happens. Like, even in the moments where you be like, nah, it's something that's trying to keep you from being a blessing to another person that you're going to come across. So that's how I look at it more so now.
Man, listen.
I don't look at it for myself. I look at it for who path I'm about to come in contact with and who I'm about to bless in this space. That's because evidently they trying to keep me away from them because it's like, I'm going to get up today. I'm tired. Like, nah, that make me even say, okay, I'm looking for the person. Like, you the person that God wanted me to bless, or you know. So that's
you look,
how
and I think once if you looking for it, that's when it comes. You know, it's like like when they say you can't chase money because whatever you chasing, it runs from you. Like you're gonna forever trying to chase it. I think for me, it's my kids. You know, my kids. When I'm feeling like I don't feel like getting up in the morning, it's like I think about, dang, what if my son don't get up and go to practice because he's training, he's playing basketball and I'm hard on him and it's like today I took him to training. While he's training, I'm outside walking because I'm like, well, I don't want him training and he working hard and then I'm not doing anything. I'm already not in the gym like I'm supposed to be, but it's like for me.
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough.
He joining your 100 days too?
Yeah, I'm gonna do 30.
I've invited my brother. I've invited my brother. I've invited my brother.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what for me though.
And my good buddy Los.
I done went to the gym with this joker, right? He tell me. So this is the story. He tell me, bro, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
You ain't been in a while. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take it easy.
Right.
I get in there thinking, okay, we're gonna take it easy. But this is my thing though. I'm competitive. And even though I'm older, I'm 39, I'm still gonna try to hang with him, you know. But I'm in there like he like, bro, you can drop the weight. I'm like, I'm gonna go, bro. You can drop the weight. So finally, I'm like, you know what? Let me just drop this because it's that ego. That's what he told me. That's what he told me.
Ego lift. It'll kill you in the end. It'll kill you in the end.
For real,
What
for
did I
real.
do? I think I broke something.
Nah, for real. Listen, I was on there squatting. And I went down it, and when I dropped down, I done dropped the turd. No, I was just playing.
Hey,
that was for Instagram. That's just for Instagram. That's just for Instagram.
I mean, if your stomach not hurt
for
during
real.
leg day, you did not have a good leg day. If you haven't thrown up on leg day,
say you ain't had no good leg day.
Right. You have not worked legs.
I don't think I ever worked legs a day in my life.
Hey man, I'm telling you, them legs gonna get you right.
What about you? What's your why?
What's my why? I mean, it's cliche, but my daughter for one, definitely my daughter. And And two, I feel like it's a lot of stuff that I feel like I had to learn on my own. My parents, they both worked a lot. So they didn't really have a lot of time to sit there and like really teach me or give me a lot of information on different stuff that I feel like I needed to know. Now that I'm growing up, it's like a lot of stuff I'm like, damn, there's some shit I should have been learning like when I was younger.
Yeah.
So but they worked a lot, so they didn't really have the time. So it's a lot of stuff I'm learning about trial and error. So for me, I think also I'm trying to prove to myself that I'm doing this right, but also to my parents, like y'all raised a good, even though y'all was working, y'all was busy, y'all still did what y'all was supposed to do. Because I never want my parents to feel like, well, dang, like, man, we fucked up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want them to feel like, you know what, cool. We didn't do the best we did, but he did what he was supposed to do.
Right.
Because I feel like a lot of people, they're just another crutch. Like, everybody, even with you, and both of y'all, really, y'all both done had situations where y'all parents could have done a lot more, and they didn't. But if we use that as an excuse, then it's gonna be, what up, Lil Los? What you got? Come on. And she got McDonald's.
Yeah, we just got to talk about that.
Yeah, for real. And she got the good McDonald's.
Hey man, when y'all go to McDonald's, the best diet you're gonna get you a hot cake and sausage in the morning. That's gonna start your day off properly. Get your hot cake and sausage. If you're a little on the bigger side, add your hash brown on the side. 2 serves, 1 thing of that butter, and it's gonna get you. That's gonna hold you till about 10:30. Yeah. Then you want to go and get your Chipotle bowl. That's gonna hold you over to you time to go to the gym. Take your pre-workout. 20 to 30 minutes before you go to the gym. You ain't gonna have no choice but to hit the gym, because otherwise you're gonna be scratching like Pookie off New Jack City, and you're gonna have to do something with that energy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and then you rocking and rolling from there, my boy.
Well, you done spent like $30.
Oh yeah. Bro, dieting is expensive when you working out, bro. That shit is expensive, bro. Yeah. That shit is expensive.
It's
so
very expensive.
with you being in fitness, got a couple questions I want to ask you. So how do you feel about the male BBLs? So you got like Bandman Kivo. He done got the Starphone. No, he got the Starphone muscles.
Yeah. The pump, put up.
Yeah, he got the
pump, put up. Pump.
Well, I feel like anything artificial is not gonna work.
Thanks.
Period. So when you start getting artificial things put in your body is gonna reject it. So you have to create a lifestyle that's conducive to that artificial that you did. Yeah. So like even with the girls that's done the surgeries, like they still have to work out. They have to wear like all of that, body couture stuff to make sure they keep themselves in place and keep it tight. So it's you're doing yourself a disservice if you're just getting it done just for the current time. You got to be able to maximize yourself by working out and just doing it, eating right. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah. You said something about the women that's that get the BBLs and all that they still got to work out. How you feel about like women?
Lolo, we gonna squabble, my boy. I'm finna take you to the ceiling. Your daddy said stop.
Lolo, stop. So we talked about the women, the BBLs, right? And still having to work out. How do you feel about like women profiting off of selling products and services after they had the BBLs and posing like they've been working out the whole time?
Everybody to their own. Like I don't really have a thought from it. I just know that when you leading somebody down a path, then you have to remember that you reap what you sow. So in my mind, you just want to always operate in your most conscious self to be able to give people the truth, and just be real about it. Like if I had surgery, tell them I had surgery, but this is what you do if you want to keep this body or if you want to get a body like this. Like I think you just got to be truthful about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's all energy driven too. So like if you drawing people to that type of phase of life, then evidently it was something that was meant for that phase to go. But for me and my friends and my workout groups, like we all natural. Yeah. Like we've tried and erred our way to where we are. Like I think my biggest was 280. When I got pregnant with my son, I got up to like 280 pounds. One of my other friends like 260. Another one of my friends, she ain't even have kids. She don't even have kids, but she got up to like 230 pounds.
Yeah.
But like we all worked our ways to get where we are. We all created a lifestyle for where we are right now today.
I wish I had some friends like that to work.
Yeah,
with
like
me.
it's a whole. And you know what? Like we just finished an accountability challenge where we charged the women a certain amount of money to become a part of it. And they was just like, thank y'all. Because we was real truthful with them in that group. Like, just authentic, telling them, like, hey, nah, this is how we did this. And I ego lifted, too. Like, I actually hurt myself.
I think everybody that went through
and I was just like, I'm never doing that again. So, that's why I don't even bench heavy no more. Like, I can
There's no
bench
point.
up to 225, but I was like, it don't even make sense. I was like, I want a guy. I do want to get married. I don't want to be bigger than my husband because, I mean, you are going to bulk up in size. And I'm naturally, big boned. So, I just feel like you just got to do what works for you. And you got to find a community and a village that works for you. And I don't even do the fad diets, the tea. Like, I ain't with all
you don't
that.
do the teas and all
like,
that.
It's a long-term effect from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, your body is naturally designed to detox itself. You don't need nothing to help you go to the bathroom. If you having to take something to always go to the bathroom, you need to go see what's wrong with you internally. So that's how I feel about that type of stuff.
I like that.
So what's the gym culture for you? Like what's the gym culture like for you? Because you in that morning group of the gym. It's like different phases. You got the morning group that's like the before 5 o'clock. Then you always got that lunchtime group. And then that's
the group I go work out with.
The lunchtime group?
Yeah.
I'm spoiled. Like, sometimes if I go at like 3:30, ain't nobody there.
Yeah.
So
No,
I got
for
the
sure.
whole gym to myself. So it's more the elders. Like, I'm up there with the elders that really work out. And then, like, that young group that's, like, really, really, really
dedicated.
focused and dedicated. So I don't have to... When I did used to work out in the afternoon, it was like a rush and you trying to hustle to get these workouts in and trying to share weight and talking and doing all that. I think you waste more time. But in the morning time, in my opinion, in my experience, you just go in there and you get it out. And you working out with the elders. You might even work out with people that say, hey, little sister, you was doing that wrong. Try this way or try that way. You know what? You don't even got to do that much weight. Try, squeezing. So I've actually learned a lot working out in the morning time with elders and people that have been doing it for a long time. So
all the ego lifters go.
Yeah, they go
in the evening
like,
time.
Evening time, yeah, because that's why I don't go. Because I used to go to Planet Fit. No, what was that Fitness Connection, right? And it used to be about 5 over there in Oak Cliff, and all you hear, I'm like, what? We got dogs in this mud? Like, I'm like,
I just want to let that know there's no reason. To like that. If you do that,
you don't gotta do all of that.
You ain't gotta do all that. And we know you lying. And we know you lying. Because you ain't gotta do all that. Because you really if you lifting something that heavy, you really supposed to be breathing. So you ain't got no time to be screaming and making Kung Fu Panda noises and all that. So we know you lying. You just want us to see you. I just want to let you know. You gonna tear a muscle ego lifting.
Yeah.
Remember that, my wife.
Say watch out.
Watch out.
And actually, too, shout out to all of the trainers that actually teach their clients how to work out.
Yes.
Because I was training one time and I was working out with a trainer and like I never was seeing results, but I didn't understand the mind to memory, balance. Like I didn't understand that you was actually supposed to squeeze when you're lifting. I didn't even know you're supposed to be breathing right. Like everything was unbalanced, but it was like you got your 45 minutes to an hour workout in, you paid, and that's it.
You good.
And then as I started progressing, I'm like, oh, that's supposed to feel like that. Like I've been doing this for 5 years and it ain't never so, but. So shout out to the people that's actually teaching the skill of working out.
Yes. And I know you not to switch subjects because I'm going backwards, but the community aspect of it all, right? Just to go back a little bit, how did you get involved with Urban Specialists and what is your actual role with them?
So I've been knowing Anton, Bruce Wayne, Batman, all them great names. I've been knowing him for a very long time, since I was like 16. And I knew that he did a lot of stuff in the South Dallas community. So South Dallas was one of the communities that my mom was, doing like her drugs and stuff in. So I was like, I got with a business partner and we created this nonprofit organization called the Entrepreneur Magnet. And I was like, I want to, because at that point I was like, I'm over doing community stuff. I'm just going to work my way up to become an executive. Because, like when you got community hurt and people be giving you all those falsified lies about, oh, we doing this and we doing that, and you never see them again, I was like, I'm over that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, let me just go work in this corporate space where I know what to expect, where I ain't got to just put my heart in it like that, but I can just put my skill in it and just win in that regard. So I linked up with my business partner, and I was like, okay, I'm going to give it another run. I'm going to give community another run. So I reached out to Bruce, and I was like, hey, Bruce, I want to do this thing called Project MLK in South Dallas. He was like, come down to the office. And so that's when I met Bishop. And so at the time, I had completely went away from the church, too. And I told Bishop, like, hey, I know you're a bishop. I know who God is. I done did all my own studying. So he was like, no, you good. But like, this was a human that I met, and I could really tell like he was really after the hearts of the community. And so I was like, I can get behind that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I started going to the church, started volunteering for stuff. I became a part of like the OGU movement that they have. And then Corey, I knew Corey too. So I knew Corey and Bruce. And then one day they called me and said, hey, V, we know you got your corporate stuff going on. We know you got your own business stuff going on. But what will it take for you to become a part of our team? And I was like, you know, I'm not going to be able to give y'all a lot, but I can give you what I can. And so they let me get on the team. And from that point on, I've just been serving. So I'm a director of engagement. I host this event called USC3, which is a resource hub where we have community and the police come together, and we talk about the different resources and the different things that we're doing in the community. We do it every first Wednesday.
Gotcha.
So, and I've been doing that now for like almost a year, almost 2 years now, and we've grown it to over 1,000 people. And because I'm a network, you know, I realize that I'm connected directly to the surge, right? And so because I'm directly connected to the surge, it's like a magnet. So, you know, when people come into my space, it's kind of like I magnetize them, and they be like, "Who is you? What did you do? Come on, come into this space. Let me show you what I got going on."
I like it.
And so that's it. That's how we do it, and that's what we do.
Hey, man, can I be real? Hey,
like,
man.
If you ain't trying to change, man,
that's real.
We are not in the same space.
That's real. That's real. That's real. So look, I got one thing. So on the show, we got some what we trying to call real advice, right?
Get my card. My cue cards.
And with the real advice, we want you to get some real advice about a couple situations, right? One is we talked about the gym, right? And I don't know if you saw the video of the young lady who got slapped in the gym.
I didn't.
You didn't see that?
Yeah. Cue it up. Cue the video. Why it was bad. But why he pulling it up, the situation was the girl and the guy was going back and forth for whatever reason, but the girl boyfriend was there too. Whole time he's standing in the background just letting her go off to another dude, and the dude slapped her.
Let me cue the video.
What the boyfriend do?
Same thing we doing, sitting on the couch.
That's the boyfriend in the white.
Oh wow! And he still slapped her.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh my!
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's real.
So yeah, that really happened. So if you can give that young lady some real advice, what would you tell her?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't have been in the gym arguing with nobody.
Yeah.
Like I would have just let him go on his way.
Thanks.
I wouldn't even. I'm not even finna let nobody make. Because like what I learned about making you mad is you already giving your power away to the next person. So you can't jump inside of my body and make me mad. I have to make a conscious decision to do that.
Yes.
So I wouldn't even been arguing with, regardless of what it was about. I'd have just been like, you win. You got to be dog. Like, it's on you. Because I got that thing in the car, so I wouldn't have been able to go. It would have been up. So and I'm like, I would have had to. I got to think about what that's.
You went there. I seen it too. I seen it. Real quick. I got that thing in the car, and it's about to be up. Like for real, I see it.
So I would have just been like, and that would have been premeditated because I'm already thinking like,
I'm
finna go get it out the car.
That's why, like, so I can't play in those type of areas, and I would advise people just. In those type of spaces, just walk away.
And so, what about the boyfriend? Would you stay with your boyfriend? You still be with him after the situation? Like,
that would have been hard.
6 years, y'all locked in.
I probably would. I would have understood maybe
for him not to step in.
I don't know. I think the boyfriend should have said something, but he looks like he's kind of a little weak though. He don't look like.
Yeah, but still, you gotta say something. That's your lady. I think I would have rather got slept than my woman got slept.
Yeah, I would have rather him to slap me.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want you to slap my woman.
I always put that type of stuff on a man because if she's one of those type of mouthy chicks that started it, and then in my mind I'd be like, that's what you get. Yeah. I'm just saying because. Sometimes the women can be the ones that start the situation, and it's like if you know that I'm a calm person as your guy, why would you even put me in that type of space? You know what I'm saying? Like I had a friend one time, she called me, oh come get me. This dude done took my daughter, and so I'm thinking like, oh, okay, cool, I'm finna come get you. We gonna go get the daughter. So I go get her. We go get her daughter, and some just said call him. So I get out the car and I'm like, hey, what's going on? What's the issue? He was like, it was my weekend to get her. So, and then she got a gun in the car. Yeah. So I'm like,
she done put you in the whole situation.
Yeah. So you don't care about me. You don't care about our other baby we got in the car or my kid. You know what I'm saying? So like you consciously had to make a decision to say out of all my friends, I'm going to call Varonika because I know she's coming. Yes. And I actually went. But I'm thinking like I'm going because this man really done took her daughter. Yeah. So we don't know what the backstory is behind that. So we can't just say, oh, he should have. What if she the one that started it? Or what if she disrespected him? Or like, come on now, you got to match that energy.
I like that.
If anything, he should have been grabbing her saying, come on, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to fight on another dude and then now I'm killed because of you and you started it. Like, nah,
but I think even the dude that slept her though, I think I as a man, I don't think you should ever let a woman get you that. Especially with just her words. Like she didn't put her hands. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
if you and like you said, I teach my son this about emotional intelligence, and I tell him all the time: he who controls your emotions controls you. Yeah. And if you control your emotions, you control you. You know, so you got to be able to control your emotions at all times.
Especially with a woman, though.
Yes, especially with a woman.
Especially with a woman. I think he went too far. If anything, he should have slapped the boyfriend and said, hey,
get your woman.
Or could have said, hey, get your
lady.
Yeah. But I don't agree with no putting hands on nobody, period. Man or woman. Just keep your hands to yourself. Yeah. Because you just never know what the mindset, where it'll take you.
Yeah.
Okay. And so my scenario is, you know, right now the gym culture is damn near like the club. You know, people that don't go to the club, they go to the gym. They dress all
porn. I call it gym porn.
Oh, well, gym porn. You know, it's nice music in certain gyms now. So everybody's making gym content. Everybody recording. So how do you feel about when you see everybody, the people that record, they get mad when people are walking through their camera shots? You know, that's like damn near like.
So that's the thing.
That's like a thing. Like people do not like that, bro. Really? It's like.
I don't know. For me, it doesn't bother me because I'll just reshoot it.
Yeah.
Or I won't even position myself. I'll make sure that my timing is right because I'm going to have to respect the space too. Because it's gym culture and a lot of people are in the gyms, you got to respect the space though. Because like it's other people around you. You're not here by yourself. If it bothers you that much, like create your own gym at your own house and do your own content at your own, you know, or get you a private gym where you can be more selective on. So it's fixable. It's a fixable situation. I'm not going to get upset if somebody walk through my gym. I'll be like, I respect my apologies. I always say I'll take it because I'm like, that's the energy that I drew at that time. So if I drew that type of energy, then that means I need to check me. I'm gonna check me before I check you. You know what I'm saying? And if me checking me is saying, okay, B, you go at 3, go at 2. Yeah. Where is nobody there. I can shoot all the content I want. Go on a Sunday evening where you know, like you gotta be able to do your stuff like that because it's a village of all of us. So we all gotta learn how to respect everybody's time, not just yourself.
That's right.
Man, I like your energy. I ain't gonna lie.
Can I be real?
You got that. Do you got a book?
No, not yet.
Man, you need a book. Like I'm ready to read your book. Like I'm ready to just sit back and be like, chapter 3. Currency fitness. Yeah, like that's for real.
I'm gonna work on it, but I had to work on myself still. Like I'm this today. I'm gonna be better tomorrow, and I'm gonna be better the next day. So I'm like, I don't want to just put a book out there and it's not fully where it needs to be. It's not developed. So.
One more thing I got for you. This is my last question.
Cause he gonna keep.
Cause I'm gonna keep asking you questions. This is my last one. I promise you. Meditation, right? If you can give somebody some advice on like the first like things to do to start meditating? Because I know I've been meditating for some years, right?
Okay.
But I'm not like a professional. All I do is basically just focus on my breathing and focus on my breathing. I listen to people, like I think you talked earlier, Joe Dispenza.
Joe
Like
Dispenza.
he was the first person that I did a guided meditation on YouTube, and he's like my go-to, right?
Yeah.
But I still don't have that understanding fully, but I do it because
Right.
it's working for me, right? What advice would you give to someone who wants to start meditation, but they are in, as our culture, I can say like spiritual bondage in their mind where they feel like, oh, I don't want to tap into that because I don't understand it. Like, how could you explain meditation in a way to them to where it's like, this is what you can do and these are the benefits from it?
Yeah. So for me, I would say get a coach, because I actually had an out of body experience one time meditating, and I felt like I couldn't go back inside myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I was there for a while, and I was kind of like jumping around the cosmos, experiencing some stuff I had never experienced. So I had to give me like a meditation coach to like actually help guide me to figure out what I was doing, because I was experiencing stuff. Like I could see things where I could go into places and see stuff and be like, and then tell you about it, and you'd be like, how you know that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how deep in my meditation I was going. So I would just tell people to like try it first. Meditation is not for everybody, because some people can't control what the experience is after it. I have a spiritual gift of dreams, so like if it's people that are close around me and they not living their life according to the blueprint of what the Creator gave to them, I get a download and I can tell you like, hey, you need to do this. This person is finna die. Have y'all prepared yourself for this? And it's no different from the Bible. That's why I tell people like everything goes back to the Bible. But if you don't read it, or you don't try to digest it for yourself instead of what your grandparents taught you, or instead of what like all these other people are saying, you got to understand the word for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And when you do that, then anything that you do, it'll align, because you will feel it from within you. So I just tell people, get you somebody that you spiritually trust, that you don't mind like being safe and vulnerable with, and then it'll work itself out. That's my thoughts.
Man, that's deep.
Can I be real?
Can I be real? Can I be real, man?
We got the last little.
Yeah. Hey, we're on the viral moment.
Yeah.
So at the end of the show, we give you the final say. You look in that camera, that's your camera. And we just want you to encourage the people, encourage the audience, whatever's that's on your heart that you want to, leave them with. Any final thoughts? The floor is yours, and you're going to close us out.
Okay. So since today is a representation of Christ is risen, my question to you is, what is your Christ, right? So what are you doing in your life to create balance for yourself, for your family? I challenge everybody to be a better version of themselves, whatever that may be. Work on you from within, and once you start working on you from within, then you'll become an addition to the next person. So I challenge you to tap into your Christ self.
I like it.
So yeah.
Can I be real?
Can I be real?
Yeah.
Boom.
That's it.